Hello, everyone. Um, Welcome back to Learn Haitian Creole. In today's video, we'll be covering Haitian Proverbs and Idioms. Okay, Pwovèv, Ayisyen, avec Idyòm Haïtien. Okay, en Creole. So before I get started, I wanted to let everyone know that I have a picture book that's going to be released on November 2nd. That's probably 2 to 3 weeks from now. So the book features an interracial family. It's not about race, but it's about an interracial family raising their child and teaching him how to ride a bike without training wheels because he doesn't think he can do it. He wants to quit. He thinks it's impossible, but his parents are going to help him. And because he doesn't quit, he's going to learn that it is possible after all to do it. He doesn't need those wheels after all. Okay. Mde vle di tout moun gen yon liv ti moun kap soti de novem nan 2 a 3 semen. Liv la se en famille, yo gon ti moun et puis ou bisiklet li manke. Et puis il pense qu'il pas qu'à monter bécan nan. C'est juste une leçon pour montrer dans vie nous pas qu'à laguer, OK? Nous pas qu'à give up, faut nous continuer, faut nous essayer même si nous tomber, faut nous relever et puis dans fin on a succès, OK? So the lesson here is that you can fall but you have to get back up and you have to keep trying and eventually you're going to succeed, OK? So so my website is janefortune.com. Well, my author website, JEANNEFORTUNE.com. OK. Site là, c'est janefortune.com. C'est JEANNEFORTUNE.com. OK. Merci. On commencer. OK. So let's get started. So our first one is going to be pas manger rien fret. Pas manger rien fret. It doesn't mean what it says, okay? Pas manger rien fret really means don't eat anything cold, okay? So pas means not. Manger is food or eat. Rien means nothing, okay? Fret is cold, okay? Pas manger rien fret, which translates to don't eat anything cold. Literally means someone doesn't play around, they don't put up with nonsense, and they're not somebody to mess with. Okay, so if I say moi pas manger rien fret, it means don't mess with me. Okay, I can come after you, I can do things to you, don't play with me. Tetneg. Okay, tetneg translates to man's head, like a man's head. But it doesn't really mean that. Tetneg means expensive, when something's really expensive, okay? So tet means head, okay? Neg means a man. Neg also means Negro. But in this case, neg means a man. So a man's head, which doesn't make any sense. So tetneg means expensive. So if we say a store is tetneg, it means the store is expensive. If we say a product is tetneg, it means it's very expensive. Bum tetmoin. Bum tetmoin translates to give me my head. Give me my head, which means stop talking. So if I tell you bum tetmoin, it means you're talking too much. If it's a child that's crying, and I say bum tetmoin, that means stop crying. Whatever you're doing that's making the noise, whether it's an instrument or whether you're talking, you need to stop it, okay? So bum is like to give me, okay? Tet is head, moi is me. Bum tetmoin, it means stop talking. You're making too much noise. Map mangeo. Map mangeo translates to I will eat you, okay? Ap. So anytime you see ap, think of it like it's it's in the process of happening. It's happening now. Okay. Map manger. Um, I'm eating you. I'm going to eat you. Okay. I will eat you, which doesn't mean that you're not going to eat the person. It means I will kill you. But it doesn't mean I'm going to kill you with a knife or a gun or anything like that. It's usually when someone say they're going to eat you, it means it's voodoo related. Okay, it means they're going to use voodoo to kill you. Okay, so that's what manger means. It's not something to say to people. Yon boy kap mene yon aveg. Yon boy kap mene yon aveg. A one-eyed person is guiding a blind person. Okay. So yon boy. So yon means one. Okay. So there are three ways that we say one in Creole. If you ask me a question and you say, how many people are coming? And I want to say one. So then I would say yun, right? Yun. It's like Y-O-U-N, yun. But if I want to say one person, I say yomun, right? You see the difference? One person, yomun. One, yun. But if you're counting, then, some people say un, deux, trois, quatre, which is more French. They say un, okay? So in this case, we say yon boy, kap mene, yon aveg. So a one-eyed person is guiding a blind person. It really means, so if someone was to say that to you, it really means you're dumb. The person that you're with is also dumb, but one of you guys is dumber. That's what it means. Sa ou souhaite pou belle-mère, c'est maman la privé. Sa ou souhaite pou belle-mère, c'est maman la privé. So let's break it down. Sa ou souhaite. Sa means like this or that, right? Sa ou souhaite. Souhaite is a wish. Okay, sa ou souhaite pour belle-mère. Pour is for, F-O-R. Belle-mère is either your stepmother or your mother-in-law. Okay, so we use the same word for both. So, sa ou souhaite pour belle-mère, okay, what you wish for your stepmother or your mother-in-law, c'est maman la privée. Mama is mother. Rive is like it will happen. Rive means to arrive, but it also means it will happen, okay? So what you wish for your mother, your stepmother or your mother-in-law will happen to your mother. It pretty much means you shouldn't wish bad things to happen to others because it could happen to you. Pretty much like saying what goes around turns around, okay? Don't wish bad things for people. C'est là, pas utile, pas là. Pour si pas utile, pas utile vrai. C'est là, pas utile, pas là. Pour si pas utile, pas utile vrai. So it pretty much translates to it is when not useful is no longer around for you to see if not useful was really not useful. And it almost means exactly what it says. So let's break it down. C'est là. So say is like it is. Le is time, like when, okay? C'est là pas utile. Pas utile is useful, right? Pas utile, not useful. Pas also always means not. So it means not, okay? Pas là. Là is like here or there, right? So c'est là pas utile pas là. It is when not useful is no longer here or there, right? So in this case, we're gonna say here. Pour ou where. Pour is for. Ou is you. Where is see. Pour ou where, okay, for you to see. Si pas utile. Si is if, okay? Pas means not, of course. Utile is useful. For you to see if not useful, pat utile vrai. In this case, the T is like short for te. Te is always past tense, okay? Pat utile vrai. So, vrai is like for real. It's like true. C'est là pas utile pas là pour ouais, si pas utile, pas utile vrai. So it's when not useful is no longer around, for you to see if not useful was really not useful. So it pretty much means you don't know the value of something until it's gone. Sometimes you have people in your life and you're thinking, this person is useless. Well, once they're gone and you're like, you start missing things, you know? So that's really what it means. Appreciate the things in your life. Dayemon, Gemon. Okay, so Dayemon, Gemon translates to behind a mountain is another mountain. There's another mountain. So Deye means butt, like your butt, your body part. That's Deye, right? Um, Deye also means behind. Okay, Mon is mountain, mountain. So Gen is short for Genyen. Okay, Deye Mon Gemon. Behind a mountain, there's another mountain, and it really means you may think you're strong, but there's always going to be someone stronger than you. So just be careful what you do to people, because it doesn't matter how big you are or how powerful you are. You may come across someone who's more powerful than you who goes after you. So tout autant ou gen tête ou ka mette chapeau. Tout autant, okay? As long as, tout autant. As long as, ou gen tête. Gen is short for gagner, okay? Tête is head, ou is you. Tout autant ou gen tête. As long as you have a head, ou ka mette chapeau. You can wear a hat. Mette is to put, right? Like you can put a hat on. So as long as you have a head, you can wear a hat. And it pretty much means as long as you're alive, you can accomplish anything. So you're not that old to go back to school. You're not that old to start that business, because you're still alive. You can accomplish anything you want. Mea pil, shai palu. It pretty much means exactly what it says. So if you have more than one hand, if you have a few hands, a few people helping, then whatever you're carrying won't be as heavy, right? So me, let's break it down. Me is your hand. Apil is a lot, many. Shy is whatever you're carrying that's heavy. It's like you're carrying this big TV. It's called a shy, right? If you're carrying a 100-pound bag of rice, it's a shy, okay? Lu is heavy. Lu is heavy. So me apil, shy palu. So it really means if we all pitch in, then things will become easier, okay? So one person that doesn't carry all the burdens. Wash nan dlo, pa kon mize, wash nan soleil. Wash nan dlo, pa kon mize, wash nan soleil. So it pretty much means a rock that's in water doesn't know the pain or the suffering of a rock in the sun. So let's break it down. Wash is rock, right? Na is like in, dlo is water. Kon is short for kone, which is to know, okay? Mise is like suffering or misery. Soleil is sun. So wash na dlo, it's like rock in the sun. I'm sorry, rock in the water. Dlo is water. Pakon mise doesn't know the pain or suffering or misery. Wash na soleil, rock in the sun, okay? So it pretty much means usually people who are really comfortable, they don't understand the pain of someone who's struggling, okay? So if you're rich and you have a lot of money, then you most likely you won't understand what the person who's working 2 jobs cleaning is going through. You will not understand it because you can't relate. That's what it means. Chat ki boule nan dlo chaud, perd l'eau fret. Chat ki boule nan dlo chaud, perd l'eau fret. A cat that gets burned in hot water is afraid of cold water. Okay, so let's break it down. So chat is cat. Okay. Ki boule. Boule is burn. So a cat that gets burned. Na dlo chaud. Dlo is water. Chaud is hot. Okay. So chat ki boule na dlo chaud. It's like a cat that got burned or that gets burned in hot water. Pe, de l'eau frette. Pe is to be scared or afraid. Pe also means priest, but in this case, it's to be afraid. De l'eau frette. De l'eau is water. Frette is cold. So the cat got burned in hot water, so now it's scared of cold water, you know? So sometimes people get hurt in life and they become afraid of, you know, new people who haven't even hurt them because they've been hurt before and they don't want to get hurt again. So that's what it means. So it's like they're extra careful, you know? Okay. Dan pourri gen fos sou banan mi. Dan pourri gen fos sou banan mi. Okay? Rotten teeth. So it translates to rotten teeth have power over ripe plantains. So let's break it down, right? Dan is teeth or tooth. Dan. Pourri is rotten, like it's bad, right? Gen is to have. It's short for gagner, to have. Fos. So fos is like power or authority, okay? It's like you have power. Fos is also like being strong, right? Su banan mi. Banan is plantain. Mi is ripe. So this one pretty much means that people who are weak will always have power over someone who is weaker. So if you see someone abusing somebody else who is weaker, then you would say to that person, Dan pourri gen fos sou banan mi, because they would not attack someone that they knew was stronger than they are, right? So they're attacking the other person because they know that person is weaker than them, and that's not fair. Tout chien gêné morde. So it means all dogs that are cornered, they bite. If you corner a dog long enough, it's gonna bite you. Tout, so let's break it down, right? So tout means all, everything. Chien is dog. Gêné is to be cornered. Gêné also means to be embarrassed or ashamed. Well, more embarrassed than ashamed. But in this case, this gêné means like they're cornered, they can't escape, right? You put them in a corner. You make them uncomfortable. Morde. Morde is to bite. And tout chien gêné morde really means if you bother somebody long enough, they're going to fight back. They're going to come after you. So don't bother people, at least not for too long. Because if you do it long enough, they can hurt you. Ou kon kouri, ou pa kon kache. Ou kon kouri. Kon is short for connaît, okay? Kon is short for connaît, which means to know. So, ou kon kouri, ou pa kon kache translates to you know how to run, but you don't know how to hide, right? So let's break it down. U is you. Kon is short for connaît, which means to know. Kouri is to run. Ou pa kon, you don't know. Cache is to hide, okay? Ou kon kouri, ou pa kon cache. And it really means it's like you don't think about later, like you only think about now. It's like your buddy checks in with you only when they want something, right? It's like they want $20, they hit you up. But you don't hear from them for another 3 months, or you check in with them and you need a favor and they say, oh, I can't help you. But then they need your help again and then they come back. So then we would say that person, ou kon kouri ou pa kon kache, it's like you don't think about when you're going to need that person again. They don't really want you. They don't want a relationship with you. They just want what you can do for them. Ou ka fe bourik, jambe d'lo, mais ou pa ka fel boué d'lo. Okay? It translates to you can make a donkey. You can pretty much force a donkey to cross the water, but you cannot make it drink the water. Okay? I think they say the same thing in English. So let's break it down. So uka, I mean you can. You can. Fat is to do. Okay? Bourik is donkey. Jambe is to cross. Okay? When we look at body part, Jam, okay, is legs. Okay, legs is jam in Creole. So when we say jambe, you cross with your legs, right? And low is water. So ou ka fe bouy jambe de lo, you can make the donkey cross the water. Me is butt, B-U-T. But it also means your hands. So in this case, it means butt. Upaka fel buedlo. You cannot. Upaka is like you cannot. Pa means not. Ka is like can. Fel. Fe means to do. Bue is to drink. Okay? And blows water, of course. Upaka fel buedlo. It's like you can't always make people do what you want. Okay? You can't make people do whatever it is that you want. Okay? Maybe you can force them. You can do some stuff. You can give some advice. But you can't just. People are not going to do everything you want. Petit tig, c'est tig. So it translates to a tiger's child is a tiger, right? So if we break it down, petit is child. It's not necessarily a young child. So if I'm 60 years old and I have a child that's 40, then that child is still petit for me because that's my child, right? Doesn't matter if you're like 100. So petit is a child. Petit tig. Tig is a tiger, okay? So petit tig is like a tiger's child. C'est tig. C'est is, right? Petit tig, c'est tig. A tiger's child is a tiger. So it's a way for you to be mindful of the people you deal with and their families, right? So if someone comes from a family where the people are really mean, then you have to kind of keep in the back of your head that that person's offsprings could be mean as well. So just be mindful that they could be just like the parent. It doesn't mean they are, but they could be just as mean. Piti piti, zoiseau fenishli. Piti piti. Piti piti is like a little bit at a time. Piti piti is small. Piti means small or little. Piti piti, zoiseau fenishli. Little by little, the bird build its nest, right? So if we break it down, piti piti is like little by little, right? Small. Zoiseau is bird. Fait is to do. Niche is nest. Nichely. And it means like you have to take your time. You don't have to be in a hurry. You know, just take your time and get things done correctly. Okay, and then you'll succeed. Don't be in a hurry. Piti piti, zoiseau fait nichely. Creole parler, Creole comprendre. Okay, Creole is spoken, Creole is understood. So if we break it down, Creole is Creole. Parler is to speak or to talk. Creole comprendre. Comprendre is to understand. Okay, so it's like if you tell somebody something and they pretend like they don't understand you, they're playing dumb for whatever reason, and you say, "Hey, Creole parler, Creole comprendre." It's like I told you what I told you, and that's it. Don't turn it around. Don't dig into it. You know, it is what it is. C'est laver main, scier à terre. C'est laver main, scier. C'est is like it is, right? Laver is to wash. Laver is wash. Main is a hand. Remember that. Main is a hand. Also means butt, but in this case it's hand. Scier is to wipe. You know, like if you get a piece of cloth and you're wiping your dishes down, scier, it's called scier, right? À terre is floor or ground, right? So it's like you're washing hands. So it translates to washing hands and then wiping them on the floor. That's what it translates to. But it really means a waste of time. So it's like you send your kid to school and you spent $50,000 on tuition and they come out with 5 credits, right? After 4 years. And you say, okay, c'est laver merci à terre. Because that kid wasted all that time and you wasted all that money. Okay, that's what it means. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of whatever was done. That's what it means. Le ti poule fait dan. Le is time. It's when. Right? So it means when in this case. So it translates to when chicks grow teeth, right? Let poule fait dent. Le is like when, it's time. Ti poule. So anytime we put T in front of a word, it means a smaller version of that word, right? Ti poule, like timoun, little people, means kids. Fait dent. Fait is to do, dent is teeth, okay? It really means never. So if you ask someone for something and they say let ti poule fait dent, it means they're never gonna do it. It means it's never gonna happen. It's like saying when pigs fly, okay? Think of it like that. Senti bon, coûter cher, okay? It translates to smelling good. Smelling good is expensive, okay? Senti is one of our senses. Smell. Senti is to smell. Senti also, we also say use senti to say when something smells good or bad. However, if you use the word senti by itself, like I say, so I walk by a trash can and I say li senti. Because I use senti by itself, it means whatever I'm talking about smells bad because I didn't use the word good. But if I say senti bon, then it means smells good. Okay, makes sense. So what it really means is, if you want nice things in life, you have to work for your nice things because they cost money. You can't just say, I want a Lexus, and then you're not willing to work for it. You want nice things, it's going to be expensive, so you need to work, okay? Sa ki pa touye ou ap engraisse ou, okay? It means what doesn't kill you will fatten you, okay? Will make you gain weight. So if we break it down, saki pa touye ou, saki, it's like whatever doesn't, because pa means not. Whatever doesn't, touye is to kill, tiye is also kill, okay? Whatever, saki pa touye ou, ap engraisse ou. Engraisse is fatten, right? You gain weight. Saki pa touye ou ap engraisse ou. It pretty much means if it doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger. Boucher nez pour boire de l'eau senti. Boucher nez pour boire de l'eau senti. Pretty much means cover your nose to drink stinky water. That's what it means. Boucher is to cover. Nez is your nose. Okay. Pour is like for, F-O-R. Boire is to drink. De l'eau senti, stinky water. Okay. De l'eau is water. Senti is smell. Because it's by itself. It doesn't have bon behind it. It just means it smells bad. Okay. But we don't have to say the word bad. If you just say senti by itself, it means smell bad. So what it really means is we shouldn't always focus on the bad things in our lives and then give up, right? Maybe you're going to school and you're going through a hard time. Maybe you're living at a relative's house and they're treating you poorly, but you get school out of it, like you get an education. So in this case, somebody would say, boucher nez pour boire de l'eau senti. It's like you want that education, pretend like you don't see what's going on so you can get what you want out of a bad situation. That's what it means. Poussière marcher, pi bon, passer, poussière chita. Dust from walking, it translates to dust from walking is better than dust from sitting. So if we break it down, poussière is dust. Poussière is dust. Marcher is to walk. Pi bon. So anytime you see the word P-I, think of it like very. Very this or very that, right? Pi bon is better. Passer. Pi bon passer. Better than, right? Poussière chita. Chita is to sit. So the dust you get from walking is better than the dust you get from sitting. And it pretty much means don't sit around and do nothing. Get up and find something to do. Because if you stay home, your feet will collect dust. But nothing will happen. You won't have any money. If you leave your house, your feet will still collect dust. But you may get a job and make $50. So the dust that you got from walking is better than the dust that you would have gotten If you had stayed home, you would have got nothing. So that's what it means. It means don't be lazy, move around and work. That's what it means. It means work. Sac vide, pas camper. Sac vide, pas camper. It translates to what empty doesn't stand, cannot stand. Sac vide, sac is like saki, saki. Okay, a sack, SAC, is also sac, right? So in this case, sac means saki. It's just a short way to say it. Vide is empty, empty, and then you guys know pa means not, of course. Campe is to stand. So what's empty cannot stand. Okay, it really means a hungry person won't have the energy to do much. That's what it means. So that means feed people you know who are hungry. Bay koubliye, pote mak sonje. Head and forget. It translates to head and forget, carry a mark, and remember. So if we break it down, it means, so buy is to give. Ku is like to hit. It's to hit. If someone hit you, the hit that you receive is ku. Okay. Bliye. Bliye is to forget. Okay. Buy ku bliye. It's like you hit someone and you forget. Pote is to carry. If you carry something. Pote mak. Mak is a mark on your skin. So if someone cut you with a knife and you have a scar, right? So now you carry a scar, and songe is remember. So the person who hit the other person forgot, but the person who carried the scar will remember, okay? So it pretty much means you may hurt someone and forget, but the person that you hurt will never forget. So don't hurt people. Gate sang. Gate sang means make blood go bad, right? So you break it down. Gate is to go bad, to make something go bad, right? Gate. It's like I take a gallon of milk and I leave it out for 3 days, and the milk is gonna go bad. So you would say let la gate, let la gate. It's not good anymore. So you throw it out. Sang is blood, your blood, the blood in your veins. That's blood. That's sang. But sang also means without. Okay, so in this case, gate sang is like your blood goes bad. So what it really means is you're upset and you're angry. It's like someone told a lie on you, and you would say li gate sam. It's like he made my blood boil, right? Li gate sam, and all of a sudden you're having a bad day. That's what it means. Bois de l'eau navet, respecte ver. Bois de l'eau navet, respecte ver. You drank water from a glass, respect the glass you're drinking from. Okay? Bois, we break it down. Bois is to drink. L'eau is water. Navet. When you hear na, think of in, I-N. That is a glass. It's the glass you drink from, right? Respecte, respect, respect. Respecte ver. We add the a to show that it's the glass, right? If I just say respecte ver, it's like respect glass. Respecte ver, respect the glass, that glass. So what it really, you should respect people. Respect the people you deal with, okay? Be careful how you treat the people in your life, the people that you deal with. Aller nan pays sans chapeau, okay? It translates to go to a country without a hat, which makes absolutely no sense, right? Aller, so if we break it down, aller is to go. Aller is to go. Na is in. You guys know that. I-N. Pays is country. Pays. And then in this case, sans is without, right? Without a hat. Chapeau is hat. Aller nan pays sans chapeau means to die, okay? It's like if someone is trying to tell you so and so's dead, they'll say, oh, li aller nan pays sans chapeau. He was in an accident. He was in a car accident, and li aller nan pays sans chapeau. That means he died. He didn't make it. Sa ou plante, c'est ça ou récolter. Ça ou planter, c'est ça ou récolter. Ça is like this or that, right? Ça ou planter. Planter is to plant. If you plant some seeds, so planter, c'est ça. Is what? C'est is like is. C'est ça ou récolter, okay? So whatever you planted, that's what you're gonna get. So if you planted some lime seeds, don't expect bananas, right? Expect lime. So people will use that to say, if you do bad, bad things will happen. If you do good, then good things will happen. C'est mettre quoi qui veille quoi. It translates to it is the dead man's. It is the dead body's owner that watches the dead body. So if we break it down, c'est met. It is met is like master. It's like owner, right? C'est met ko. Ko is the corpse. It's the dead body. C'est met ko. Qui veille ko. Veille is to watch, right? That watches the body. C'est met ko qui veille ko. It's like be responsible for your stuff. Be responsible for your life. Take care of your business. Don't make other people be responsible for your stuff, okay? Watch your own stuff. Watch your own life. Chaque jour, pas dimanche. Chaque jour, pas dimanche. Okay. So it translates to every day is not Sunday, but it doesn't really, it has nothing to do with Sunday. Chaque jour, pas dimanche. It means sometimes you have to explain, you have to expect that things can go wrong, right? You're not going to get the same results all the time. Maybe you're used to robbing people and you never get caught. And someone will say to you, well, chaque jour pas dimanche. It means one day you're going to get caught, right? Because maybe it doesn't happen on Sunday, it happens on Monday. So don't think just because you haven't been caught, it's never going to happen. That's what it means. So don't keep doing the same bad things expecting no consequences. That's what it means. Bam zorey mwen. Bam zorey mwen translates to give me my ears. Bam is to give me. Bam, give me. Bam kob, give me money. Bam mel, give me your hand. Bam, give me. Zorey is ear or ears, right? Mwen is me. Bam zorey mwen, give me my ears. It really means somebody needs to stop talking. Somebody needs to stop making noise. Like if my kid is singing so loud, I can say bam zorey mwen. It's like stop singing, stop talking, you're making too much noise. I don't want to hear it. That's what it means. Pa jete chaudière ize pour chaudière neuf. It translates to don't throw away an old pot for a new one, right? Pa jete chaudière ize pour chaudière neuf. So let's break it down. Pa means not. Jete is to throw away. Chaudière is pot, the pot that you cook with. Ize is used. When something's used, it's not new. It's used. Pour is for. Chaudière is pot. Neuf is new. Pa jete chaudière ize pour chaudière neuf. Don't get rid of your old friends for new ones. Maybe you grew up with this kid on your block and then you ended up going to college, right? So now you're like a lawyer and you're working with a bunch of other lawyers and then your friends are doctors and whatever, business people. So then your friend, maybe your friend works at Burger King, right? And automatically your friend is too low to be your friend, right? Because you don't think you're on the same level in life. So you're pretty much trading that old friend for some new ones who are probably not really good friends anyway, right? Because you're just like colleagues. It doesn't mean you're friends. You just talk at work. Maybe you have drinks after work. But if you're in trouble, there's a good chance your old friend from when you were 5 is going to have your back more than the person you just met at the office. So you can make new friends, but don't get rid of the old one either. Pa genen na figi. Okay? It translates to does not have a nose on the face. Okay? Doesn't make any sense, right? So let's break it down. Page. Gen is short for gagne. Okay, so it's like doesn't have. Ne is nose. Your nose is ne. Na figi is like in your face. Figi is face, okay? And it really means you have no shame. It's like you go to someone's house and they didn't greet you well. Maybe they slammed the door in your face. And then you go back again and you ring that doorbell. Pagan and a figi, right? Like you have no shame. That's how they use it. Toute la prière gen amen. Toute la prière gen amen. All prayers have an amen. That's what it means. Tout is all, everything. La prière is prayer. Gen is short for gagne, which means to have, and then amen is amen. So it's a way of saying all beginnings have an end. That's all. Kay koule, trompe soleil, mais li pa trompe la pluie. A house that leaks will trick the sun, but it will not trick the rain. Okay? Kay koule, trompe soleil, mais li pa trompe la pluie. So let's break it down. Kay is house. Koule is like a leak. If there's a hole in something, and it means koule. Running water is also, yeah, it's a leak, right? Something's running. Something liquid is running. But in this case, it's like there's a hole in the roof, right? So kay la koule. Tromper is to deceive. Okay, deceive. Soleil is sun. So the house has a leak and it deceives the sun, right? The sun doesn't really care that there's a hole in the roof. Mais, so mais means but it also means hand. So here it means but. Li pa trompe la pluie. The li in this case means kai, okay? We just don't want to put kai a second time. Mais li pa trompe la pluie. La pluie is rain, okay? La pluie is rain. So it deceives the sun, it doesn't deceive the rain. So it pretty much means you can't trick everyone, and you can't always hide all your mistakes. You can't hide them forever. Sooner or later, someone's gonna figure you out, and your secret will come out. Se rat kay, kap manje pay kay. Se rat kay, kap manje pay kay. It is the house's rat that's eating the house's hay, right? I know some homes in Haiti, especially by the beach. I know I used to see them when I was a kid in Haiti. They weren't made with concrete or wood or like metal. They just had these things that look like hay, you know? So if we break it down, we would say say is like it is. Rat is rat. It has the same spelling in Creole, right? And kai is house. Se rat kai, it is the house is rat. Kap manger, that is eating. It's happening now. Kap manger, manger is to eat, and it also means food, but in this case, it means to eat. Pay kai. Kai is like the house. The pie is like the hay, okay? Kap manger pay kai. And it really means like whatever you see happening is being done by someone from the inside. It's happening by someone close to you. So maybe you lost $5,000 in your house and you think the neighbor's kid broke in the house, right? But it could be your own kid stealing that money. So that's really what it means. Sometimes it's an inside job. It's being done by someone from the inside, not the outside. Wap konjoj. This one, I didn't used to hear this one when I lived in Haiti, but I learned about it maybe 15 years ago from a relative. So it means you'll know George, right? Wap kon George. Like con is short for corner. George is George. Wap, you will know. So you will know George. And it really means like you'll know what's up. You'll see what will happen. Okay. Um, so that's how I see people use it. It's not always a threat. I don't think it's always a threat. Sometimes people will say, "Yeah, what con George? You'll know, like you'll get it together like that." Mette dlo nan divin. Mette dlo nan divin. So it translates to put water in your wine, but it doesn't mean that. Mette, so if we break it down, mette is to put, right? Mette gode ate. Put the cup on the floor. Mette manger sous table. Put the food on the table, right? Mette dlo, it's like put water. Na divin. Divin is wine. Okay, na divin. Na means in. Mette dlo na divin, it means calm down. Okay, it's like if someone is acting up, they're being rude, they're being disrespectful. You can say, calm down, stop it. Mette dlo na divin. Wap kouri pour la pli, wal tombe nan gran rivière. Some people say la rivière, okay? But I prefer grand rivière. I've heard grand rivière more than la rivière, okay? Wap kouri, it's like you're running from the rain and you end up falling in a big river, right? You're running from the rain and you end up in a river. The river has more water than the rain, right? So if we break it down, it's like wap kouri, you're running. Kouri is run. You're running. Pour la pluie, for the rain. La pluie is rain. Wal tombe. Tombe is to fall. Okay. Wal tombe, it's like you find yourself nan grand rivière, in a big river. Okay. So sometimes in life you're running from a bad situation that's probably not very bad, and then you're running from it so much that you get yourself into a more dangerous situation. Um, so that's what it means. Veyezo. Veyezo translates to watch your bones. It doesn't mean that. Veye is to watch. Okay. Zo is bones. Zo, veyezo, watch your bones. It really means to be careful and watch your back. That's all. Yon sel douette pa manger kalalou. One finger cannot eat okra. Okra is pretty slimy when you cook it, right? It's slippery. So if you were to try to eat it with one finger, it would just keep falling off, right? Yon sel douette pa manger kalalou. Yon means one. Yon sel, okay? Sel is like the only one, right? Yon sel douette. Douette is finger. Pa manger, cannot eat, does not eat. Kalalou is okra, okay? One person cannot do everything. That's it. You can't expect one person to do everything. You know, it's like you guys have to work together to make things happen. Don't put it all on one person because it's not gonna work. Yon sel douette pa manger kalalou. Pa pete nan coton bay santi. Okay. So this one translates to not fart in a cotton, like a cotton ball, for someone to smell. It doesn't mean that. It has nothing to do with farting or cotton balls, right? Pa pete. You guys already know. Pa means not by now, right? Not, don't. Pete is fart. Vent is also fart, okay? And vent is also wind. But this one is, they use pete for it. They don't use vent, right? So pa pete, don't fart. Na coton. Coton is cotton, right? Don't fart in a cotton. By santi. By is like to give. Santi is to smell, right? One of our senses. Pa pete na coton by santi. It doesn't mean you're not going to fart in a cotton for someone to smell. It means you're ignoring somebody. It's like you're talking to me and I find you annoying and I'm going to ignore you. And I can literally say to you, pa pete na coton bo santi. I will not fart in one carton for you to smell. I will ignore you. That's what it means. Male aveti patiye kokobe. Male aveti patiye kokobe. So I have to kind of be careful how I address this one. only because the word kokobe is a sensitive word and I don't like it. Um, so it's a warning. It's like they're giving a warning of possible danger, and they're saying it will not kill. So a warning for danger doesn't kill the crippled. That's what it means. So that's not what it means. If you want to break it down, male is like danger, right? Aveti is like an advertisement. It's like a warning. They're telling you, right? Patiye. Tiye is to kill, right? Patiye doesn't kill. Kokobe is like crippled. Um, I don't like that word because it's offensive. And, it's like maybe someone has one leg and then somebody would call them kokobe. Someone's in a wheelchair, somebody call them kokobe. Someone's handicapped, they call them kokobe. I don't like that word. It's demeaning. Please don't use it to call people who are handicapped. But it pretty much means there's a warning that of possible danger, and you should literally stay away. Like if you can't confront the danger, stay home. So sometimes in Haiti, let's say they have a protest, and they said, okay, gas prices are $10 a gallon. We want all drivers to stay home, right? Because we're not going to buy gas. So the government can lower the price. So you're a driver and you're like, oh, I want to get on the road. I want to make money. So you get on the road, they're most likely going to burn your car, right? But you were warned not to go out. So that's what male aveti patiye kokobe in this case. It's like if you can't confront the danger, stay home. That's what it means. Just so you can be safe. Bat chien tan medley. Beat the dog and wait for the owner. Okay. If we break it down, bat is to beat, beat. Chien is dog, chien, the dog. Tan medley, tan is to wait, tan medley. If you hang clothes outside, that's tan as well. Okay, but in this case, tan is wait. Medley, met is master, it's the owner. So it really means be careful who you hurt, because somebody else close to them can come after you. So if you hurt my kid because you thought my kid couldn't fight back, then you could be dealing with me, right? I will come after you. So so be careful what you do to people you think are weaker than you, because someone bigger could come after you. Jou fey la tombe nan dlo a, se pa jou sa li pourri. Jou fey la tombe nan dlo a, se pa jou sa li pourri. So the day the leaf falls in the water, it doesn't go bad the same day. It's not the day it goes bad, right? So let's break it down. So jou is day. Fey is like leaf, like the leaf on a tree. That's fey. Leaf or leaves is fey. Feyla. Feyla means the leaf. Okay. Tombe is to fall. Nan dlo, in the water. Nan dloa, in the water. Se pa jusa, is not the same day. Li pourri. Pourri is rotten. It's like it goes bad. So it pretty much means it's not related to leaves. It's not related to water. It's not related to rotten. So it really means you have to be patient. And whatever it is that you're doing in life, you shouldn't give up so easily. You should be patient and wait for results, because eventually results will happen. It won't happen the same day. It won't happen overnight. That's all. Même bâton qui bat chien noir, c'est lui qui bat chien blanc. The same stick that beats the black dog is the same stick that beats the white dog. That's not what it means. Okay, let's break it down. Même means the same. The same. Bâton is like the stick you use to beat somebody or something, right? Qui bat. Bat is beat. Chien noir. Chien is dog. Noir is black. C'est lui. C'est is like it is. C'est lui qui bat chien blanc. It's the same stick that beats the white dog. Okay, blanc means white. It pretty much means what goes around comes around. Okay, so you do something to someone, um, something's gonna happen to you too. So be careful. Remet tout, perdit tout. You like everything, you lose everything. You want everything, you lose everything. Um, it pretty much means what it says. Remet is to like or love. Okay, tout is all, everything. Perdit is to lose. To lose, tout. Tout is all. It's like you like all, you lose all. Don't be greedy. Don't try to get everything for yourself. Because sometimes in life, somebody gives you $5 and you like, and they keep $5 for themselves, and you like, well, I need $10. So they're like, okay, well, I'm keeping my $5 then. So now you lose everything, right? Sometimes it's more serious than that, but that's just an example. Don't be greedy. Remercie chien, c'est coup de bâton. Remercie chien. Thank a dog by beating him, right? You thank the dog by beating him. Remercie is to thank. So it's like you give me some water, and I say thank you. I say merci. So in this case, I thank you. Moi remercie ou. Okay, you see how it's used. I thank you. Moi remercie ou. Okay. Moi remercie ou by saying merci. Okay. So it really means a good deed that's not appreciated. Sometimes in life you do good, and then the same person you try to help, they come back to hurt you, right? So remercie chien, c'est coup de bâton. So instead of the person just saying thank you and being appreciative, they turn against you. They turn around and hurt you because you were nice enough to help them. That's all. Pas faire bouche moins longue. Don't. It translates to don't make my mouth long, right? It doesn't really mean that. So if we break it down, pas fait, fait is do. Bouche is mouth. Bouche moins, my mouth. Long is long. Same thing in English. Pas faire bouche moins longue. It means don't make me talk too much. You're making me talk too much. It's like you tell the kid, put your dishes in the sink, pick up your clothes, pick up your toys, do your homework. Eventually, you're gonna say pas faire bouche moins longue. It's like don't make me talk so much. Ma baouli sous deux chaises. I will give it to you on two chairs. Okay? It makes absolutely no sense. The translation makes absolutely no sense, right? Ma bao. Map is like I will. Ba is like short for buy, which is give. Baouli, I will give it to you. Sous dishes, it's like on two chairs, right? Chaise is chair. So I will give it to you on two chairs. Ma baouli sous dishes. So it really means I have all the information. I have all the details. I will do such a good job doing it for you, explaining it for you. It just means I have what it takes. And I'm either going to give you the information or I'm going to do it for you the way it should be done. Okay? Tan, jis, nous tourner poitan. It translates to wait until we turn into green beans. Okay? So tan is to wait. Also means to hang clothes if you hang clothes outside to dry. So tan, to wait. Jis is like until nous tourner. Tourner is like you turn into something, right? Until nous tourner. Poitan. Both words together mean green beans, okay? Poitan. And it really means to wait forever. It means you're gonna wait forever and ever and ever. That's all. You're gonna wait a long time. That's what it means. Abraham dit c'est assez. C'est assez. C'est assez is like, it's more French because in French, assez means enough, right? And then you have c'est, si, apostrophe est. So we just made it our own word in Creole. So Abraham dit c'est assez. And it translates to Abraham says enough. Okay, and it really means just that. It means enough. It's like you keep doing something wrong, you keep hurting people, and somebody says to you, Abraham dit c'est assez. It's like enough, no more, no more, enough. Stop. Ti mari pap monte, ti mari pap desan. Ti mari pap monte, ti mari pap desan. It translates to ti mari will not go up, and ti mari will not go down. So it really means nothing will happen, right? Maybe you're cursing at somebody and you say, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to burn your house, or something like that. And then the person could say to you, Ti mari pap monte, ti mari pap desan. It's like, it's not gonna happen. You can't do it. It's like, it will not happen. Okay, nothing will happen. So it's like nothing will go up, nothing will go down. Everything will stay the way it is. That's what it means. Wap voye fle. It translates to you're throwing flowers. It has nothing to do with flowers. If anything, it's the opposite. Okay, wap is like you are, like it's happening now. Voye is to throw. To throw. Fle is flowers. Wap voye fle, it's like you would use it towards someone who is just screwing up. They're just acting up. They're messing around. They're messing around with their lives. Maybe they don't want to go to school. They don't want to work. And you would tell the person, "Wap voye fle." It's like you're not doing it right. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's what it means. Rit nan wolo. It translates to stay in your role, like stay in your lane. Rit is short for rete, which means to stay. Na is like in. Wall is like stay in your role, stay on your side. Wolo. It really means leave me alone. Okay, so if you're bothering me, you're nagging, you're talking too much, you're getting on my nerves, I can say rit na wolo. It's like leave me alone, please. Rit na wolo, s'il vous plaît. Bat l'estomac 3 fois. Beat your chest 3 times. That's what it translates to. It doesn't mean that. Bat is to beat, and then l'estomac is your chest, right? L'estomac 3 fois. 3 means 3. It's the number 3. Fois is times, 3 times. Bat l'estomac 3 fois. It's like saying, please don't go there. When I say don't go there, I'm not talking about like don't physically go somewhere. It's like don't go there with whatever it is that you're saying. It's like someone makes a threat or someone makes a statement that's so negative. You can say bat l'estomac 3 fois. It's like if someone says, "Oh, this van is if this van crashes, everyone's gonna die," or there might be an earthquake and Haiti's just going to disappear, and somebody would say bat l'estomac 3 fois. It's like, why would you say something like that? Like that cannot happen. It's why would you think something bat l'estomac 3 fois? It's like you better take it back. It's like it cannot happen. It's too negative. What you thought is just too negative. Don't think that way. That's what it means. Don't go there with your thought. Prend fil. So prend fil, it translates to take thread. Like when you sew your clothes, thread. Okay. Prend fil. Prend is to take. Fil is thread. Okay. It means moving forward in life. You become better. Maybe you were poor. Maybe you were a street vendor, and now you have this huge business, right? Like somebody would say, "Ou prend fil." It's like you're doing much better. I used to think it was really negative, but I guess a lot of people say it's really not negative at all. It's just a way to show that someone is making progress, someone is succeeding. Prend na twawa. Prend na twawa. So it really translates to caught in between 3 kings, right? Caught in 3 kings. So prend is to take. Na twawa. Twa is na number 3. Wa is king. Prend na twawa it really means someone's in trouble, you know? It's like if you say, oh, um, he was driving drunk and then the cops pulled him over and li pran a toawa. It's like he's in trouble now. He's in big trouble now. Okay, that's what it means. Acheter figi. Acheter is like, it translates to buy face. Buy face. Doesn't make sense, right? Acheter is to buy. Figi is face. So it really means you're kissing butts. Maybe you go to church and then maybe there's just this fancy person there, right? Maybe the person's like a senator and you just want to do favors for them, right? Like you want to do favors for them that you don't do for other church members. Somebody would say, ou achete figi, figi senator, figi senator, ou ap achete figil. You're kissing butts because you think maybe he'll give you a job or something, right? You're kissing butts, achete figi. Shita pa bay. So it translates to sitting doesn't give, right? Shita is to sit, pa bay. Bay is give, right? Doesn't give. So it really means you shouldn't be lazy. You shouldn't just sit around and do nothing. Get up, work, get a job, do something, okay? Because as long as you're sitting, you're not going to get anything out of it. Linge sale, lavé, en famille. Linge, it's like dirty, the dirty pads, the cloth ones, they're washed within the family. That's what it means. So linge is like growing up in Haiti. So instead of buying the pads from the store, some people would use cloth that were white. And then they would change them and then they would wash them, right? So sale is dirty. And then laver is wash. Famille is family. So those dirty pads you wash within the family, right? You don't want your neighbors to see the blood. And it really means you shouldn't put your business out there. If something's going on within your family, you don't have to go tell the world what's going on with your mom or your sister. You can take care of your business within the family, okay? Unless there's abuse. If there's abuse, call the police. Don't keep it to yourself. But other than that, keep it in your family, except for abuse. Bay piti, pashish, okay? So if you give small, it doesn't mean you don't like to share, okay? So bay is to give, and piti is small. And shish is not really, it's not a cheap person. Shish is someone who doesn't like to share, right? It's like you can eat your entire burger in front of your friend and you don't offer one french fry with it, right? So you shish. You don't share. So what it really means is there's nothing wrong with sharing even if it's small. As long as that's what you have, because it's the act that counts, okay? Fok ou kon la pou wala. Okay? You have to know there to go there. Now, I am not cursing, but this word really does exist in Creole. It does. Fok means you must. Must. Something that must be, it means must. Fok ou kon la. Kon is short for connaît, which means to know. So you must know there. Pualla, to go there. Al is short for aller, which means to go. Okay? Al is short for aller, which means to go there. La is like there. Fok ukon la pu alla. So it really means you have knowledge, and you have some experience in the matter, and you just know what you're talking about. It means you have knowledge, you have experience. That's all. So you can speak on whatever is being discussed. That's why people say. So sometimes people say something, and you're like, "Whoa, how'd you know that?" And then they'll say, "Fo kon la voila," and they'll use it like that. It's like, yeah, cause I know it, you know. Pito nou led nou la. It translates to it's better to be ugly and alive. Pito is like it's better than, um, it's better, um, it's better this than that. Okay, pito nu led. Led is ugly. Nu la la nu la is like we're here. We're here. So in this case, it means we're here. We're on this earth. We're not dead, right? We're not in a casket in a cemetery. Um, so it's just a way to say for people to say that they're glad to be alive. It's like we're ugly, but we're alive. So we'll rather be ugly and alive than to be beautiful and dead. So that's what it means. This one, Sablanzila. This one's like a question. Sablanzila. So it translates to what did white say, right? So in Haiti, when we say blanc, so blanc means white. But when we talk about blanc in Haiti, like if we see a person, we're talking about a white person. Like if we see a white person, we'll call that person blanc. Like that's their name. Like um, sometimes, like I've been to Haiti, and my husband's Caucasian, and people call him blanc in the streets when we go to Haiti. They say, "Hey, blanc, where? What are you doing here? What are you doing in the country? You need to learn some Creole and answer me." Like they do that. Um, so in this case, sa blanc, it's like you're talking about a white person, right? But it has nothing to do with a white person. D is to say, la is like, what's the white person saying there, right? But that's not what it means. So it really means, what is she talking about? What is he talking about? It's like, what are you saying? You know, it's like if someone says something to me and I'm like, what? I can say sablanzila. It's like, what is he saying? What is he talking about? And it usually it's not really used for the person to repeat themselves, right? It's not. It's not like you want them to explain themselves better. It's just a way to say, like, what the hell, you know? So that's really what it means. Okay, so I know this was a long video. Um, I know it was long. Sorry. This was the easiest way for me to do it instead of splitting it in 2 or 3 or 4, and making it shorter. Um, if it's too long, um, you can pause it. You can go back to it. But I wanted to get it out of the way. If you have any questions or any comments about anything, feel free to let me know. You can shoot me an email. Um, learn to speak Creole at gmail.com. You can leave me a comment on YouTube. You can visit my website, learnhaitiancreole.com. And yeah. Oh, you can also visit my author website, and check out my children's book. Well, just one book. And the website is jeanfortune.com. Other than that, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and thanks again. Bye.